Oh yeah, I haven't actually made the enclosure I was going to make over here. So what I need to do quickly, I'm pausing again. I know. I'm never going to make any profit if I keep it paused, but I want to just go and have a look on the Zoopedia for my timber wolves. Because they're stuck in quarantine right now and I want to look at their Zoopedia. Doesn't look like I can just go in from there, so let's go in from here. So you need a grade 2. Right, okay, so we can have glass for these guys. The bricks were non-climbable, right? Yeah, they were, weren't they? Yes, they were. They don't need any climbing requirements. They can live in quite cool temperatures. Grade 2. That's all I need to know for now. I do need a bit more path as well. Otherwise people can't see them. Which sucks. You need to be able to see them. Okay, so that's the start of like a bridge across to here. Yeah, let's make a wiggly bridge. Wiggly bridge. I might actually fix that later. I don't know. I'll see if I like the wiggly bridge as I go on through this. Okay, so I'm gonna want I can get away with wood logs for these guys. May as well use all of the space I have here. And I can go back up. Oh, 10 meters rather than 11 there. Yeah, that's about right. And then switch to glass for the front. Wonderful, so this is the wolf enclosure. I just realised I have completely neglected to put any kind of staff path across there or any kind of barrier. So what I may need to do is quickly delete the barriers across here. That was silly. Silly Sheelab. I'm going to delete these quickly. Excuse me. And we're just gonna put those across there, and hopefully I can just extend the path across there and put a gate in. If I'm lucky. Just stick a habitat gate in there basically, and then I'm gonna put a bridge across. Hope I can do this in the allowed space because there's gonna be a bit of a one to do that. Scope is 4 meters. Obstructed by water volume. But I made it go up. It goes up. It's fine, see? I don't get it. Why won't it let me do this? Bridges are a little finicky in this, I would say. Apparently I can make a massive, great big bridge. Alright, fine. If that's what I gotta do, then that's what I'll do. Oh, this is awful. Alright, okay, let's, Control Z is my friend, right? Is it maybe the length of the thing? No. Would you? So from there I can do it. Alright, let's see if I can bring that down a little. Can we get it? Oh, yes! Ha 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 ha! Mwahaha. It does look a little odd. I'll give you that. But if it works... No, I might delete some of this, actually. Some of the sections in the middle. We could probably... just extend them like this. That looks slightly better. It's a little wiggly at the end there. But that's a nice bridge, I think. Okay, good. Getting there. So now the Timberwolves have a place to live. But they do not have any food yet. So we will give them an arboreal feeding platform. No, that's for monkeys. I'm sure it's a feeding platform. Large food tray? Timberwolf, yes. That's what they need. I'll put their food tray by the entrance. Because that's less places for people to have to walk. And their water pipe. Over there. And then they can go in. Nice. So let's do that, shall we? Zoo. Let's have a look and see. So Vanessa is still in transit to quarantine, but Bearham can go in now. So why don't we move you to Habitat 3? Wonderful. I like the way I've done this zoo. I like the fact that I've got the all the staff stuff behind the scenes, and then we've got all the places for the guests, and we do now have guests coming in. Wonderful. So they've got a place to donate over there. They've got a place to donate over here. A couple of places, actually. So we need to give them a place to donate near to the wolves as well. Because it's all about those donations. Those sweet, sweet donations. You would think a streamer would think more about that. Okay, so... I always forget. Let's play. Let's see how these guys are doing. So I want to do some research. I want my vet to do some research. Let's see. Trade center, research center. I would like you to research maybe my bears or something. So you've got tortoises, peafowls, and grizzly bears at the moment. Quarantine passed. Serious injury. Tickets are underpriced. Okay, well I can put the ticket price up to like $6. I don't mind doing that. Making a profit, by the way, already. Low welfare. Vet calls. Quarantine passed. And you're ready to leave. Okay, cool. Their bear's in transit to the vet, and Vanessa is happy to go to that new. Now, let's just pause because we have a very, very unhappy Wolfie over here. So why are you unhappy? You, too few adults and juveniles in the social group. The space is now I had problems with the space before with these guys, but it's actually. Oh, they don't have enough navigable area. Oh no. Well, that is really bad. That means I need to put something else in here, and I need to give them a bigger pen, which really sucks because I don't have many big spaces. There's a big space over here, and I kind of think that that's maybe what I'll do. So I'm just going to see if I can get a staff path to go across here as well. Although really at this point I'm going to need more keeper places and stuff, but it's fine. Can we make you go across here? In a kind of wiggly way we can, apparently. can't get out though. They'll be able to, yeah, they'll be able to go into a gate or whatever. So I'm going to make a nice big place for these guys over here, and then I'll be able to use that pen for something else. Because they are desperately short on space there. And I have a massive pen. I'll put glass along here. And then wood here. There we are. I'm going to move them over here then. So I'm going to put in a habitat gate behind. I should allow the keepers and stuff to just rock across there. But what I might actually do as well is put a keeper hut here too, so we can have a wolf keeper specifically over here. The vets and stuff can go over that path, and people carrying them to and fro, that's fine. I might even put another vet hut over here, I'm not sure. I'd definitely put a keeper hut though. There we are, keeper hut for them. I might move that around later, but at least it's there, and we'll give them a keeper too. I'm losing money at the moment. Right, you're there to look after the wolves, okay? Oh, you can't find an accessible staff room with space. Joyce, we're gonna have to put everything in here, apparently. Right, I want to know how big this habitat actually is. Make sure it's big enough. Yeah, that is big enough for the wolves. So, we're gonna do some relocation. You guys getting a new pen. How cool is that? Move the two of you over here. A habitat 4. While I'm doing that, we'll give them their food and drink and everything, and we'll give them a hard shelter because they apparently need that. So we want one of these big food trays, and we want a water dish, and we want a hard shelter. Give them a nice big shelter. So they should be a bit happier now. I may need to give them some more animals in their social group. Let's have a little look how they're doing with that. They'll be okay in a pair. I can add more if I want, but they will be okay in a pair. And I want to extend the path and put in a thing. But yeah, I've now got a place. I can just find a species that will fit into that enclosure. I need to put some guest facilities in as well. Haven't done that yet, but we're doing well. We've got a lot of different pens done in a really short amount of time. Okay. Keep a hut. One of those. Boom. Okay, let's play. I want to check on the bears. The bears keep getting injured and I don't know why. Are you okay, bear? You're 60% welfare. Most of it's okay. Nutrition seems alright. Habitat's alright. The plants are bad. Alright, okay. Give you some good plants for tiger, temperate, tundra. Okay. There's some nice big trees in there. Bamboo. That's about a beech tree, and that looks nice. Oh, that's huge. It's like half your pen. Oh my goodness. Apparently they're climbers as well. Maybe a spruce tree. Maybe that would be better. Is that making you feel better? Apparently not. Why isn't that making you feel better? North America. Oh, it might not be North American. Okay, let's just delete that. Gotta find my delete button. Right. We need a North American filter on. I hadn't realised that. There we are. So hopefully this will be helping them. Plants. Carpet moss. Put a Douglas fir pine in. Let's see if that helps. That's helped a little bit. Okay, cool. Give it some of these around the place. One by your shelter, maybe. A cypress tree. A couple of those near your shelter. That looks good. 4%. I'm using loads of coverage of this. Nettles. A sugar maple. Oh, apparently I got my bronze star already. Wow. Yes.
Looks like we already have a zoo, don't we? That was fast.
It's taken an hour, but I've done things. Proud, you know? We've got 4 species in the zoo. So.
When I first pictured entrusting someone else to build a zoo, I always imagined it'd be my child doing it. I guess it wasn't to be, huh? Unless... I don't suppose you're open to being adopted, are you?
A little old for that, but okay.
Oh, almost forgot. Now you've completed your first lot of jobs, or bronze objectives, as Nancy likes to say. You can, if you wish, move on to the next zoo.
No, I'm busy.
Obviously, I prefer that you stayed on here and took care of the rest of those objectives. But I can certainly understand the desire to keep moving onwards and upwards, just like an escalator, or a downwards escalator, which is going the wrong way.
Do birch tree, maybe? A lot of trees, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, we could put some flowers in around the place for them too. Nice big flower patch. There's still a member of staff that's a bit unhappy too. So how are we doing? 13% coverage. It's still saying that it's not good plants for them, and I'm upset by this. Because I've done everything it said. Okay. No, it does seem to be appropriate. It's just like, there's not enough. That's all it is. The big beech tree. Well, they like that, apparently. I like doing the planting because it's kind of decorative. Do you want a nice tree stump? Oh, that's a bit small, isn't it? Do you want a broken tree? It's probably quite good for little bears, isn't it? Yeah. You want some bracken? There we are. Plants are good. Alright, that's a good one. So, are you climbing on top of your shelter? Gosh, I'm glad these are non-climbable walls. I hope. They don't seem to have any like climbing needs though. Right, let's have a look at you now. Are you happier? 66% happy. Nutrition's a bit nah, but we can work on that. We need to do some research for that. And enrichment is blinking awful. But we're doing some research on that too. So the next thing I want to have a look at, there's obviously a complete lack of anything in this little cage here. So what I'm going to need to do, I hope they're not getting stuck there. I hope they can get through. Yeah, they can get through. That's fine. I'm going to have a look at these guys and just see if I can make their welfare any better without enrichment. The terrain isn't ideal for the tortoises. They apparently need a hard shelter. Oh, okay. Well, we can give them a little shelter. That'll be no problem at all. You want just a little... Oh, that's huge. What? We want a little tiny shelter. Suitable for tortoises. There we are. You happier with that? Really? Wow. Okay, you need like 5 of these apparently. Or a bigger one. Let's see what I can fit in there. Nice big shelter, that one. This is only just big enough for them. I'm going to put another little one in around here. That should be enough. Makes it look prettier though. Need a little more soil as well, so we'll just quickly terrain paint a tiny bit more soil in for them. Oh, hang on, they need less soil, more rock. Oh, I'm putting rock in, that's fine. There we are. So now, how are the peafowls? Comparatively. They aren't happy. Their social group is too small. Their meal quality was a bit rubbish too. No enrichment, but they're pretty happy with their habitat, so that's really cool. Where are they taking them? I'm taking them to the vet or something. Incubating bordellosis. Oh no. That's why he got moved by the vet. Okay, I think the one that was unwell has been moved automatically and taken to the vet surgery to... Okay, so I need to get some... Over there in that second keeper hut, I need to get some power and all that sort of thing in. And I need to check on the wolfies as well, see how they're doing. How are you feeling? 62%. Your habitat isn't ideal. Your terrain's a bit rubbish. Okay, we can sort that out. So just quick things basically to try and sort out terrain and all that sort of thing. Just keep them as happy as I can really without doing too much research. Obviously I'm already researching the grizzlies. Hopefully that'll come through in a minute. Still loads of long grass. Hang on, let's just make this cursor massive and I'm going to basically make it all short grass. If I can make it all short grass, then I can work from there. Right, so we've got rid of like most of the long grass. I need to put more soil and rock in for them, so let's just have some soil over here maybe. Still have more if I wanted. And then some smooth rock over here. There we are. Wonderful. I'm super happy with that. So I've got my staff happiness up. I need 4 exhibit species and 7 habitat species. So let's go and have a look at some more animals and see if we can move them in, because I've got my other animals a bit more happy now. I think this might be a good place for like some antelope or something maybe. I want to have a look at how big this habitat is in total, just to make sure that it will be big enough for whatever I put in there. So it's 816 meters squared, so I need a species that will be happy with that amount of space. So what have we got? I do need more peafowl if I can get them as well. So, I mean, have we got the Galapagos tortoises? Or have we got the Aldebra ones? Because we could put a mixture in. Oh, there's loads of peafowl. Listing expired. Let's refresh the list then. I don't want expired listings on here. Yeah, there's a male. And maybe another female. There we are, that'll help. That'll help them a lot. Loads of grizzly bears. How much space do you need, black bear? They need grade 4 climb proof and they need more room than that. That's fine. We won't bother with black bears quite yet, and we'll have to expand for that. But I do need to sort out the little area behind the wolves, because I want to put a staff room in there, and I want to get some power in there and stuff like that. Let's go back to here. Right, bison. How much space do you need? They seem to me like they would need a lot. They don't need as much as you would think. So I think bison will be what goes in there then. And they only need they need a grade 3 fence, and I believe the wooden fence is grade 3, but I believe the glass is grade 2. They might break out of the glass. We can maybe see how they do. She says. Famous last words. I know the barrier isn't quite right for them. What about a wildebeest? Does that need any less of a barrier? It does actually. Right, wildebeest are going in there then, and they only need 410 of land, so that's perfect. Wildebeest, in you go. If I can find them. I'm going to adopt a pair, and then I'll see if they need more than that. Group size 7 to 32. One male, up to one male, 31 females. So I'm going to need way more of these guys before they'll be fully happy. I'll get as many as I can. Oh, there's a few more now. Listing expired. No. Adopt as many as I can. That's 2. Refresh the list and see if any more have come up. I need females, basically. They're going to be unhappy until I can get like 7 of them. Conservation credits, I'm really not getting a lot of them at the moment. I don't want to spend them if I don't have to. Inspector is arriving in 2 months. Right, so let's get these guys into quarantine then. So we've got all these wildebeest that need to be quarantined. Get them in there and we'll start them off, and I will try and add as much as I can to help them. Their social group is going to be too small to start with, but I'll do as much as I can to help them out. Okay, so my zoo has no security guards. I knew it would ask for it eventually. Making decent profit though. So we can afford one now, I think. We can afford his wages, but you're only getting one. How are we doing with research then? Have a little look. No research is happening. I thought we were doing research. Maybe I didn't know how. Maybe I'll get some more vets so we can do more research. Because we're making a decent profit. So I don't see why not. The more vets we have, the more stuff we can do. Apparently they will only research if there's nothing else to do as well, so that's pretty cool. So you can research maybe the grizzly bears. Keep them happy. Right, so the next thing I want to do, I need to get some education in very, very soon. I think I had a speaker here, so we can maybe do an educational talk on the tortoises or something. There we are. This zoo's coming along nicely. I'm liking it. It might be a bit of a long one, this one, just in general. I think it's unavoidable when you start a zoo from scratch. It takes a little while. How is the quarantine going, my little dudes? Right, they seem absolutely quarantined, so let's move them into their pen. And then we'll see what sort of things that they're unhappy with and try and fix them for them. How are you doing, wolfies? 67%. Their meal is a bit meh, apparently. Their hydration is fine. Their nourishment is fine. I'm actually going to move this. Keep his hut around. So I can put things like a staff room and an electric grid in and stuff. A little staff room over there. I'm pretty sure they were unhappy with the lack of a staff room or something, so we'll try and get them that. I don't know how the path is going to quite link up to all this, but we'll see what happens. That'll do. That looks pretty good, actually. With that. So they're all coming all the way over here to get to the wolves. Now what I do need to do, get these guys happy, and then I'm going to have a look at some guest facilities, and then we're going to work on some more stuff to go in there. I mean, wildebeest might actually fit in here with the bison. Sorry, bison might fit in with the wildebeest, but I don't know whether I'll be able to keep my glass front there or whether they'll break out. I'm a little worried about that. I wonder if I can research some better barriers, because there should be like a mechanics workshop thing, and we should be able to do some. Do I have a mechanic as well? Maybe if I have a mechanic it doesn't matter anyway. And so I've got a mechanic that can work on a few things. Can you work on better barriers for me? Shelters and climbing. Staff facilities, habitats. Some habitat blueprints. Barriers. Yes. Work on barriers. Please. And then I can maybe put in a tougher glass barrier or something. We get wildebeest in with these bison. Right. Bison in with these wildebeest. Jeez. They need a hard shelter. Other than that, they're actually pretty happy. They're actually naturally pretty happy in here, so I'm quite pleased with that. They like the long grass, apparently. So that's good. Let's see if this is just enough for them. It seems like it needs to be a bit higher up, honestly. There. Bit floaty there, isn't it? Maybe I'll move that. I like the fact you can just move things wherever you want. It's very handy. Right, would this make you guys happier? You're probably not overly happy with your social, though. They're not too bad, though. The group is a bit small. Other than that, they're cool. Ah, they've got the wrong food tray as well, because that was in there for the wolves. So let's get rid of that and put their appropriate food tray in for them, too. Probably one of these food troughs. That's usually what we need for antelopes and all that sort of thing. Yeah. Wonderful. So you're a bit happy with your food now, hopefully. So overall, though, they seem pretty good. It's got moderate welfare issues. To me, that's fine. So I just keep going into animal trading and having a look to see if they've like refreshed the wildebeest at all, which they have. You and you. I want to take all the females that I can find, not you because you will cost me. And we'll just slowly increase their social group until they're a bit happier. Because I want ideally like 7 of them. The hard shelter is still not enough for them, so they're going to need another one. I'll give them like a really big shelter at in the middle there. Doesn't really go though. I don't feel it goes. I could have this one, and I could put it next to their water trade thing. That just about looks okay actually on that slope. Something about the sloped roof makes it fit better. How are they doing? So that's fine. The terrain, they could do with just a touch more soil. So I'm just going to sort that out for them. Anything I can do to help. So just put them a little bit of soil at the back there. And I need just a little bit more short grass too. Perfect. And let's see if we can get their little friendos into animal trading. Animal storage. Oh, we've got peafowls like that still need to come out as well. So you lot all need to go. All of you to quarantine. I forgot about those peafowls. They've been there for ages, poor things. Custom seizure. It tells you where they've come from, like other, 6 of them can't find a staff room with space. Why not? Vet center, there's your staff room. And it has 4 members of staff in it, oops. We may need to make another staff room somewhere around. I mean, I did put a staff room up, all the way up here. People in this one? Like, no one's in there. It's inefficient. Apparently I do need electricity over here as well though, so let's just pop that in quickly too. I don't believe it needs to be connected to a path. Maybe it does. I'm not certain. Maybe I should move it. I think it's okay. Did I just delete it? No. Escape. Escape. Get out of here. My vet research is complete! Hurrah! Timberwolf. So we can put them some stuff in now, hopefully. Right, I want to just try and get, like, something for everyone. So I'm going to just change the research over a little bit. And hopefully now we can put some more stuff in for the Timberwolves. Enrichment items. Sprinkler. You good for a Timberwolf? I think they are. They like sprinklers. We are. Go and sprinkle! Go and be sprinkled! They're like, no, not interested. It's like those panda bears that got really bored with their wind chimes. But yeah, we've got the 43% toy enrichment now. Fantastic. It'll take a little while to research everything they need, but now we've got some grizzly bear stuff. Cool! So I'm going to get the grizzly bear researcher to maybe research the wildebeest. Yeah, let's go for the wildebeest. So the wolves are even more happy now. We're getting there with happiness. I want everything to be happy. I don't want to just be like, no, can't be bothered. You know. Bears seem pretty happy. They were having a nom over there. But they would be even more happy if I gave them some nice things in their habitat to play with. So, a fire hose ball. Apparently they like that. So that's given them 30% toy enrichment. Do we have any food enrichment? We've got a fixed roller feeder, which apparently is very good for these guys too. You can have one of those in there too then. Ah, perfect. 100% food enrichment. Might help with their meal quality. I'm just going to have a look on the habitat and see if there's any way I can increase the meals. Oh yeah, I can have grade 2. So they're going to be even happier. Happy, happy bears. Super happy bears. Very good. How are you guys feeling? 66% welfare. Nice. Let's have a look at the overall animals in the zoo and see who's the least well fed. So we've got some horrible issues with the tortoises right now. Let's go and have a look at what that's about. Meal quality. They don't have enough shelter still. Oh, right, they're too cold. Alright then, so we might need to put some heaters in with the tortoises. It looks like the temperature has dropped and that's caused them an issue. So, in your thing for your temperature then. No, I need to go and look at their Zoopedia, and I need to look at the Aldabra giant tortoise. It needs to be between 16 and 42 degrees. I'm going to put heaters in and tell them to be at about 20 degrees. So how big an area does it cover? Will it cover the whole thing? Yes, one heater should be enough for them. Gosh, look how dark it is! Alright. And I want that to be not a 30. They want to be maybe 19, 20 degrees. Something like that. They'll be happy at anything above 16. And I don't want it to get too... Many guests think the tickets are underpriced. Well, I mean... If you think they're underpriced, we'll go up to 4 for a child. 6 for a child and 10 for an adult then. 11 for an adult. Power source is inaccessible. Right, so we did need that to be on the road. On the roadside. Let's move that then. Obstructed. Oh, it's still inaccessible there. Get out of there. Let's move it. Exit. I don't need to edit the whole thing. I just need to move it. And then get a path across. You know what? If it works, okay? I am so limited for space. That's what I can do, that's what I can do. So we've got some vet research done. Research is going so fast, which is amazing. So the tortoises, I'm going to keep researching them because they're really unhappy right now. Although hopefully they'll be a bit happier because they're warm. Yeah, they're back up to 63%. So when they were cold, they were really unhappy. But now we should have some stuff to help them. Sure. Enrichment. We have a dog ball, which is apparently good for tortoises. We have that thing. No. Tortoises like... I think they like sprinklers too. Give them a sprinkler. Yeah, they're pretty good with their toy enrichment now. Got a little bit of food enrichment too. So now they're up to an overall welfare of 78%. Fantastic. Good stuff. We are happy. Oh, right. Quarantine is passed. Yay. Okay, cool. So I've got some more stuff that I can put in. Okay, so I want the pea hens there. Move you into here. Lovely, and then we'll go over to the wildebeest. And we'll pop those in. There's the quarantine wildebeest. In they go, and hopefully that'll help their social issues. I could do with some lights, honestly, and I also need some speakers and things like that. I also need food and drink for the guests. Now, there's a lot of guests around here, so a food and drink stall around here might be quite nice. Guest facilities. They have no facilities. It's so bad. They don't even have a toilet, guys. Not even a toilet. So I'm going to put a couple of double shop shelves in here. I don't know if that would go through the barrier. Do you know what I'm going to actually do first? Is I'm going to do the path up here. And then I can put some of the shops along that path rather than having to worry about where that's going to be in the end. So it's just, again, 6 meters seems to be a good path length. So we're going to put the path up here. I'm going to need to make that shorter or we're never going to be able to get that to work. Okay, so we've got the idea of it now. So that's going to be where the path will go. So if I want to put in a little bit of a shop shell, then I know where it can go. Like there, for example. So then what I want to do is to put in a chief beef or a gulpy soda, whatever. Chief beef. Right place. And a gulpy soda. And then possibly on the other side of there, I could put something like another double shop shell, and I can put like an information center. Oops. What I wanted to do was to turn it around. Put it about there, I would say. Just a little tiny touch turned. And then over there I'm going to put like an information center. And a gift shop, I think. Looney Blooms. Rats. Oh no! I got it in. But that's not very good. I think they can still just about get to it, but that sucks a bit. I need to probably move the shop around a touch. However, that should make me lots and lots of money. Hey! There was a gulpy soda in there a minute ago. What's going on there? Gulpy! Oops. Why is that not? It's being a pain. That was there like a minute ago. I'm really annoyed by that. Super annoyed. get out of editing the shop. That's probably why. So I want to add the gulpy soda to there, pull it down. Stop it! You annoying thing. There we are. Done. Gulpy soda done. Cool. So yeah, we've got a lot of interest in this area here. A lot of interest. And hopefully that's really helping with the profits, which are not that good right now. We're spending a lot of money. Mind you, construction costs. So ongoing expenses and staff wages are high, power costs are high, facility running costs are high, and scenery running costs are high. However, putting those in has helped a lot. A lot. I could maybe get something in around there, like a little food shop or something. Chief beef, gulpy soda. Have anything other than chief beef and gulpy soda at the moment? We don't. So tasty chief beef. So I do need bins. Bins. Don't know why we've got blue and green ones. Not sure really. Put a little bin over there. Put some by the shops over here. Definitely gonna need them.